In the quiet hours of midnight, your mind is restless. You lie awake, playing back conversations and what ifs like a worn out record. Every detail feels magnified. Overthinking becomes a silent narrator in your head, a loop of doubts and scenarios. It masquerades as problem solving, but often it steals your peace. This voice follows you through the day. In the car, you replay an old mistake. In the shower, you imagine every worst case scenario. It feels harmless, almost rational, but each repeated thought deepens the worry. Psychologists call this rumination, an intrusive, repetitive thinking trap. Endless dwelling on negative feelings can slowly intensify anxiety and emotional distress. Sometimes it even feels like control. Thinking harder seems like taking charge, as if one more analysis will bring certainty. But this is a quiet illusion. We keep thinking because it feels useful, yet endless analysis rarely solves anything. Instead, it drains your energy and keeps your brain stuck in analysis mode. Why do we fall into this loop? Often it's fear. Fear of making a mistake, fear of not being perfect, fear of judgment. For some, it traces back to early experiences when mistakes felt shameful or punished. Over time, we begin treating every decision like a test, and eventually we freeze. Psychologists call this analysis paralysis, overthinking that blocks action, trapping you in hesitation. Your mind may also try to protect you. It intellectualizes, turning emotion into logic so you don't have to feel the discomfort. Or it rationalizes, creating neat explanations to soften painful truths. These strategies may feel safe in the moment, but the thoughts keep looping, and the real emotion remains untouched. The cost of this pattern is subtle but real. Small tasks start to feel overwhelming. Decisions feel heavier than they should. You delay, you procrastinate, and then guilt sets in. Anxiety fuels avoidance, and avoidance creates more anxiety. It becomes a quiet cycle that reinforces itself. Overthinking can even reshape your past. The more you replay a decision, the more alternative outcomes you imagine. And the more you imagine those alternatives, the stronger your regret becomes. The mind is incredibly skilled at constructing better versions of what could have been. Over time, constant stress can numb you. When the brain feels overwhelmed for too long, it can shift into a protective state. Emotions flatten, joy feels distant, even sadness feels muted. It's not weakness. It's the mind trying to survive its own overload. I need to say this clearly. I'm not a psychologist, and this is not professional advice. This is simply awareness, reflection, but awareness matters. Because dangerous overthinking is not loud. It doesn't scream, it whispers, it disguises itself as responsibility, intelligence, preparation. But thinking more is not always thinking better. You cannot outthink anxiety with more thinking. That only feeds a loop. Thought creates tension. Tension creates more thought. So sometimes the answer is not another analysis, it's interruption. A breath, a small action, a step forward, even if it feels imperfect. You are not your thoughts. Thoughts are events in the mind, not commands you must obey. The goal is not to eliminate thinking. It's to notice when thinking becomes self-sabotage. Instead of perfect, choose committed. Instead of certain, choose willing. No decision guarantees safety. No amount of analysis removes uncertainty completely. At some point, you move anyway. And that movement breaks the spell. The next time the loop begins, when your mind starts replaying, predicting, calculating, pause. Observe it, don't fight it, but don't follow it either. Let the thought pass like background noise and return to what's real, because the most dangerous type of overthinking isn't dramatic. It's the quiet one that convinces you you're being careful, while it slowly keeps you stuck. Pause, breathe, and begin again. The mind can trap you or free you. Choose wisely. If this made you think, subscribe to this channel.